Welcome to 600 Seconds, the conversation that lasts only 600 seconds, and sometimes we go over, sometimes we go under, but it doesn't matter. Any question that I ask you, you are not in a rush to answer, okay? If you take 10 minutes to answer the first question, that's good, okay?
Okay, wait, so what were the rules?
There's no rules. I'm just gonna ask you questions, you answer what you can and what you want. So,
now I'm nervous.
Who is the favorite, your favorite co-caster you've ever casted with?
Oh!
And you can't say pass on this one. You know, when I ask you who your celebrity crush is, then sure you can pass on that one, but.
Jack.
Jack? Why?
This guy's my best friend.
Oh.
I think before Jack, it would have been Scott. Scott and I aren't as close as we once were, so I'd probably say Jack. And Jack and I don't know, man. We had some fun.
You guys did have some fun.
But I think, to be fair, though, like I've casted now with my main pairs have been Gandhi. I thought we were excellent. Thought Matt and I were great. Our dynamic was way
Very
different. Good. Scott and I made good, and I think Joe and I haven't reached our potential. I love casting with Joe. To add to that, though, I think Joe and I make much more sense as a commentator, a duo. I think Jack and I probably made the least sense, but we just made it work, which also made it kind of cool because we were like the same damn person, but it was fun.
All right.
But yeah.
What is the one memory that you have in esports that you will take to your grave as one of the fondest memories you've ever had in esports?
That I'll take to my grave.
The one that you'll be on your grave and say, you know what, that was a moment that I could relive right now before I go.
I think it was the feeling after Black Ops 3 Champs. People don't know how invested I was in that game and title when we went to ESL and I was a creative producer and worked on all the shows and the hours we put in for that. I just wasn't just on Air Talent back then. I had so much other shit that I had to do. I just remember at the end of that, like the happiness. I was standing with like Drake and Matt and Jay Perrier at Treyarch, and like I'll never forget the feeling. We were standing there like before Snoop came out and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's it. Just the sigh of relief when that year was over.
Yeah, the sense of accomplishment, just the success.
I'll never forget just standing there with like the group of people I work with on it.
That was a really good year for Call of Duty.
Yeah, it was like Jack and Revan. Like it just, I remember just, I'll never forget it.
If you can take one Call of Duty to be, let's say Counter-Strike has been the same Counter-Strike for how long, right? If you could take one Call of Duty to be that, which one would you pick?
I think I'd say Black Ops 3. I had the most fun playing Black Ops 3. I loved it. People get on about specialists and jetpacks, but I had so much fun with that game.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would do. Just like the diverse gameplay with like the advanced movement and stuff. I loved it. I really did. It's my favorite COD.
Yeah. I would pick that one, but not before I pick Modern Warfare. It's just simpler times. No specialists, and well, I guess there were, but no kill streaks. I wouldn't put in there. But I am glad that now kill streaks are a thing. Name one song that you have in your phone that you would be a little bit embarrassed about if
I'm not gonna have a good answer for this. I'm not a music person. I literally listen to Audible. I'm an audiobook guy. I barely ever listen to music. The only time in my life that I listen to music is when Kat puts on Ariana Grande in the car, or I listen to a 90s rock anthem playlist on Spotify while I stream.
A 90s rock anthem.
Yeah, first song, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana. That gets it going right away. Yeah. But no, I'm not a music person.
No.
I don't. It's not that I don't like music. I just do have like 207 books. I get 3 books every month. When I have time and I'm listening to something, AirPods in, it is a book.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
So I don't really have an answer to that. I don't really listen to music much.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I listen to music. Proofy once asked me in the car because there was no music playing. We were driving to Ohio. He's like, "Hey man, do you like music?" And then Hitch laughed because he thought it was like a funny question. I was like, "I don't. I'd rather have the conversation with the people that I'm with, or listen to a podcast. Listen to a podcast, or I don't know. I'm not too big into audiobooks."
There's just some people podcasts, audiobooks, music. There's never a time really where I'm like, oh, I'd love to listen to music. I listen to a book.
Yeah, I mean, when I shower, I do listen to music. Recommend us here a book that we should listen to.
Okay, so I basically purely listen to like fantasy and sci-fi stuff. Okay. I'm a giant dork.
Have you ever heard or read Z for Zachariah? I read it in high school.
I saw the movie. I have not actually read the book.
The book is better than the movie.
No, but it always is. Yeah. It always is.
No.
What's not? The only one that's equal, I'd say probably Lord of the Rings is the best like book to movie adaptation, but
I say that, but I've never read a fucking book that's been made into a movie.
Oh God! No, I said no, not that way. I mean, like the book is just always better than the movie. Whenever it's adapted, it's always better. But all right, if I had to recommend anything, I'd say my favorite series is Kingkiller Chronicles, which is the first book is The Name of the Wind, and A Wise Man Fears book 2. I'm still waiting on book 3. Patrick Rothfuss, if you watch this, get that damn book out immediately. The more sci-fi one, I'd say Red Rising is like my favorite sci-fi. But anything by like Brandon Sanderson is incredible. Mm-hmm. But if I had to say read one series, I'd say start Kingkiller Chronicles. It's legitimately godlike.
Yeah.
If you haven't read Harry Potter, I mean that's a no-brainer. But Harry Potter, I love. I reread that every single year.
You reread it every single year. I'm not. It's not that Wall Street Journal. I read that, and I listen to audio podcasts.
Just do yourself a favor. If you want to read, go get Red Rising. It's a trilogy, and then get A Name of the Wind. Start that. Can't go wrong.
It's good.
Yes.
Z for Zachariah.
Red Rising will one day. I don't know when they're going to do it. There will be a movie or there will be a TV show adaptation that's going to. If they do it right, it will be like the next Game of Thrones. If they do it properly, it will be incredible.
Yeah. If I could go back and see my library checkouts, I would love it because there was this one book that I never finished, and I just don't know the name of it, but it was like a survival game where it was amazing, and I just don't know what it was. But it was
survival game.
No, it wasn't a survival game. It was a survival book where somebody was being chased, and the kid he was in the desert, and during the day he would have to like cover himself up with sand and breathe through a tube. It was amazing. Anyway, all right.
I thought first I heard like Dune or something. That's not what that is. No, I was thinking like sand. I was thinking fantasy stuff, but that's not Dune.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
Boondock Saints, the first one.
Really? Yeah. Boondock Saints is amazing.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's not like a critical success or box office. I've seen it like 100 times. It's just like one of those movies that I just love it.
I love it too, but awesome. It wouldn't even cross my mind. That's actually a really good.
I've seen that movie probably more than any other film.
I've seen Snatch more than any film in the world.
I love Snatch.
Yeah.
But yeah, Boondock Saints is like just fine. I don't know. Just love it.
Amazing. Everything about it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's not like a
Willem Dafoe.
It's not that good of a movie, but it's just amazing.
But it is. Yeah. Willem Dafoe.
He's so good.
Your hero. What's his name? Ron Jeremy.
I was like, who's my hero?
Yeah. Tell him about the time you met, you didn't meet him.
No, we saw Ron Jeremy. Where was that? Was that where in Anaheim?
Burbank.
No, Burbank. Yeah. There's the movie theater.
And then you have a beer in your hand, and you're like, hey, big fan of your films.
Oh, that was
He's
great.
like, thank you. Everybody's like, oh, that shit's so funny. Because you didn't say, hey, man, what's up? Hey, let's get a picture. You're like, hey, big fan of your movies. Oh, films. Big fan of your films.
I forgot about that. Oh, that was funny as hell.
Yeah. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Who do you watch?
I'm going to admit this, which is weird. I don't really watch YouTube videos.
At all?
No. I don't subscribe
to watch my vlog?
I don't subscribe to a single YouTube channel.
How many episodes of the Eavesdrop podcast have you watched?
I've watched Fwiz and Jack.
Fwiz was a good one. Jack was an amazing. Well, they were both equally amazing. The Fwiz one was obviously he's one of my closest friends in the industry, and then just like everything that's happening at Google is just super interesting to me. That's why I always put it in.
Well, you caught Jack at like a really interesting time in his life. Too.
That too.
Like Jack, that's like where he just took the leap. Like that. That's why I wanted to watch it. And he shouted me out for being a good friend. So I had to watch that shit.
Did you cry a little bit?
Yeah.
Did you guys cry when he said goodbye on camera?
I think he started to. He started to cry.
I would have too.
I would have choked up. Thankfully, we got off us pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But that was sad.
Yeah, I bet, man. Man. But good for him, right? The amazing.
But no, I seriously, like, if I'm ever wanting to watch game stuff, I throw on like a Twitch stream, but I don't really watch YouTube videos.
Yeah, no.
Unless, the only time I really watch YouTube videos is like movie trailers or like if I'm playing a game where I need like a walkthrough, like assistance. Like, I don't know why. Like, I'm not the guy that like, when I am not up at night going through YouTube videos. Like, I'll be on like Reddit, just going through stuff on Reddit. Or I just don't like go down the YouTube rabbit hole. Not sure why. Like, I don't know if it's just an age thing. Or I don't know.
Most frustrating game you've ever played that you were just like ready to, you walked away from it. Not necessarily walked away from it. That sort of rage-inducing.
I don't remember the exact name of it, but I remember wanting to. It just pissed me off. It was an X-Men game back on the Sega Genesis. And I just remember playing at a buddy's house. Like, my parents wouldn't let me own a video game console back in the day at that time. And my buddy had a Sega. And we played this X-Men game. And I just remember like never being able to beat it. It was so hard.
Yeah.
But that sticks with me. Like my memory, maybe from like drinking and stuff, but my memories of my childhood aren't like great anymore. Like when I was really young. But I remember getting pissed about some X-Men game on Sega.
Jesus.
I know it's a weird answer.
Mine was the Wind Waker. Not the Wind Waker, the Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild is like the greatest game ever.
Yeah, Zelda. But there was this one thing where you had to flip a freaking ball onto a thing in one of the shrines. And I cannot walk away saying, I'll come back for this.
So you just sat there for hours?
And I was, at the time we were just moving here, and I'm sitting in my apartment in Dallas downtown by myself, just ready to throw this shit out the window. And we're on the 7th floor. So it would have, anyway, I walked away from it, and we amicably said
that
goodbye.
is one of my favorite video game memories of all time, is playing through Breath of the Wild. I beat it in like a week, like 12 hours a day straight.
Remember
did
I
all
used to text you about it and shit?
Dude, I could not move from a couch. Like I was a
Did you play on the
disgusting
big screen
person.
or did you play on the...
Big screen. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was disgusting.
Oh, dude. Anyway. All right. We've hit it. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one.